everybody, and welcome to Thankful Thursdays. And I'm your host tonight, Yoga Jin. Most people in my audience, well, everybody in my virtual studio knows exactly who I am. And if you're seeing me on YouTube, welcome. I'm excited to have you in my virtual studio. Every Thursday, I will do my best to put a video online of the class that I teach on Thursday nights. So I hope everybody had an awesome week. I hope everybody's doing great. Today is May 8th, Thursday. For those who might be Catholic or out there in my audience, we have a new Pope. So just sending a lot of energy to our new Pope, Pope Leo the 14th. I love it because I'm a Leo, so that's kind of cool for me. So I just wanted to give a tiny share on that. So tonight, we're going to do a Yin class focused on core strength and strengthening the core. I couldn't believe that I was able to put something together for Yin for the core, because you think crunches and sit-ups and and bicycles with your legs. But it's amazing what you can find if you just look around and put things together. And we're going to get a little creative with some of our shapes tonight. So let's start off on our backs, so we can do some rooting, grounding, and centering, and arriving to the practice. So making your way on your back into your Shavasana. Those who know me know that I like to start the way we end. Bringing yourself back. And make your way down to the earth, to your mat. Arms to your side. Palms can be face down at this moment, and I think that's the best way to start, with your palms down, since we are rooting and grounding and centering. Making any adjustments in your hips, maybe a gentle sway from side to side as you nestle into your sacred space on your mat. Feet fall gently out to the side. Eyes are closed, or you can have a gentle, soft gaze. Yogi's choice as always. Relaxing into your shoulders, and just let yourself totally surrender to the mat, aka the earth below you. Know that you are safe, supported, and secure by the earth and mat below you. The beginning of any class is when you arrive. And not only do you arrive physically, you arrive mentally and spiritually as well. Clearing your mind, opening your heart, opening your soul, just opening everything in your body for the practice this evening. Knowing during your time in your practice, you may experience signs, sensations, and messages that may come to you. In a Yin class, we are working with the connective tissue, moving the fascia, the ligaments, and the muscles. And we hold these shapes longer than in a normal Hatha or Vinyasa class. That's when the magic happens in Yin, is when you are in your space, finding your edge without going over the edge. And that's when Yin Yoga works her magic. A little discomfort in Yin is expected, as again, we are working those muscles and connective tissue. But what we don't want is burning, sharp pain, tingling. At that point, you would absolutely ease yourself out of any shape you were in. Finding your edge,
without going over the edge. Know that you are here right now in the present moment. The day has already gone by, and we haven't yet hit tomorrow yet, or even an hour from now. Focusing your time and energy on now. You are inside all four sides of your mat and within, being present with me at this time. Allow some release into your forehead and your cheeks. Just continuing to settle into your space. And of course, focusing on the breath, that beautiful pranayama, life's force energy. Breathing in through the nose. And gently releasing through the nose for now as we start. Finding your rhythm, finding your cadence with your breath. With the inhales, notice how the rib cage and chest expand. And as you exhale, contracting the muscles in the abs and the lower abs, releasing that which no longer serves you. Focusing on the space between the brows, your third eye chakra, your chakra of intuition, and allowing yourself to go within. Releasing your tongue from the roof of your mouth if it happens to be there, and making sure your teeth aren't clenched. Relaxing into the shoulders, your arms, sending energy and love down the body, into the legs, shins and calves, all the way down to those beautiful feet that keep us upright and walking and moving, getting from point A to point B each and every day. So taking an inhale through the nose and gently sighing out of the mouth. And let's take two more of them. Inhale through the nose and sigh it out of the mouth. One more inhale through the nose and sighing out that which no longer serves you. Returning to your normal breath, your normal cadence or rhythm. Bringing your palms to your rib cage. Right palm on the right ribs, left palm on the left. This time as we inhale, we're going to inhale, expanding the chest and ribs into the palms of your hands. So inhale. And gently release. We'll take two more. Inhaling. Let's pause. And release. One more beautiful inhale. Pausing at the top. And contracting your abs as you release, again, that which no longer serves you. Allow your arms to return on either side of the body, palms and forearms rooted and grounded to the mat. Let's set an intention for our practice this evening. Your intention can be anything from one of the I am affirmations, maybe you'd like to dedicate this practice to someone in your life, or maybe you're manifesting something in a personal or professional way. But whatever your intention is, we always say it to ourselves 3 times, as if it's already happened. And together as a collective, let's inhale through the nose and sigh out that which no longer serves you. And now we'll begin our sequence this evening with a nice gentle warm-up before we dive into those awesome shapes. So inhaling through the nose. As you exhale, gently turn your head to the right as you allow for a nice gentle stretch down the left side of your neck. Inhaling back through center. And as you exhale, take the gaze over to the left, noticing the stretch down the right side of the neck. Inhaling back through center. And now move and breathe. Breathe and move. Left to right, right to left. Your breath, your speed. Even getting a nice gentle massage on the back of your head. Pushing just hard enough, but not too hard. Finding that sweet spot. Finding that balance. Let's take one more on each side. And then pausing in the center. As you exhale, draw those knees into the chest. Allow the arms to wrap below the knees around the shins. You could even clasp your fingers if you'd like. And let's just enjoy this compression just for a breath. Gently drawing the palms to the knees. And this time we're going to keep the knees together. So as you exhale, let's take the knees over towards the right. And as you inhale, we're going to circle around counterclockwise, coming back in over the chest. We're going to exhale over towards the right. And when you hit the top, gently inhale, drawing the knees back in. Take 3 more using your own breath, your own speed. Gently pausing in the center after your 5th and final. Now let's reverse that direction. And as you exhale, just draw those knees over towards the left as we continue the circle clockwise, using your breath to take yourself around. Exhaling over towards the left, gently inhaling as we loop around, coming back over the chest. 3 more, using your breath, your speed. Finishing that fifth and final, pausing again, and then gently exhaling as you release the soles of the feet to the mat. Arms come to either side, palms and forearms rooting and grounding. Coming into that constructive rest pose. This is a great pose or shape for connecting with that beautiful root chakra. Heel toe your feet gently out to the outer edges of your mat. You can draw your arms out to a T or 45 degrees, whatever works for your space. And as you exhale, let's just gently windshield wiper the knees, left to right, right to left. Getting a little re-neutralization in the spine. And then finishing a cycle of left to right, drawing the knees back through center, and then heel toeing your feet back to hip width apart, arms back on either side of the body, palms and forearms down. We're going to make our way up to seated. Two ways. You can draw the knees in, roll to your right and push up, or you can take the rock and roll yogi trail by bringing the palms underneath the thighs and gently rocking and rolling on the lower back, massaging that lower back and sacrum, drawing yourself up to seated, coming into your Sukhasana, your easy seat, with your legs crossed. Just gonna bring my program over just a little closer.
Positioning your palms onto your knees. We're going to draw the shoulders up towards the ears, and as you exhale, arm bones back and down, stacking the vertebrae, moving those sits bones back helps tilt the pelvis forward. Your Sukhasana, however that is for you. As you exhale, we're going to lower the right ear towards the right shoulder, continuing to get a nice stretch in our left side of our shoulder. Inhaling through center, and as you exhale, we're going to gently lower that left ear towards the left shoulder. Inhaling back through center. One more on either side. So as we exhale, we're going to lower the right ear towards the right shoulder. And if you'd like, you can sweep the right arm up, placing it on your left ear for a little extra tug, if you'd like, if that feels intuitive. Gently releasing that right palm back to the right knee, gently inhaling your head back through neutral. Final side, exhaling, lowering that left ear towards the left shoulder. And if you'd like, you can inhale as you sweep the left arm up, over, touching your right ear with the left fingers. Again, yogi's choice. Gently releasing that left palm back to the left knee, inhaling your head back through neutral. And then as you exhale, let's draw the chin towards the chest, getting a nice stretch on the back of the neck, the nape of the neck near the top of the back. Inhaling as we lift the head, chin lifts, taking your gaze to the ceiling. Let's open and activate that throat chakra, coming up to where it's comfortable for you with your throat. Exhaling as we lower the chin towards the chest. And then one final ascent to the ceiling as we lift the chin. And then gently exhaling, drawing your gaze back through neutral. As we inhale, let's just sweep those biceps to the ears, reaching for the ceiling. And as you exhale, the right palm faces out, touching down, taking a side body stretch to the right, creating a beautiful C shape in your body. Your eyes can look up, or your eye gaze can draw down if that's where you need to be. But we want to make sure we're opening that top left shoulder.
As you inhale, we're going to sweep those biceps back to the ears, reaching for the ceiling. And as you exhale, left palm plants, taking that side body stretch to the left. Again, yogi's choice for your gaze. Opening that top shoulder, shining the heart. Inhaling, sweeping those biceps back to the ears. As we exhale, one more time on either side, gently touching down to the right. Inhaling, sweeping the biceps back to the ears. And finally, taking that side body stretch to the left on the exhale. Inhaling, sweeping those biceps to the ears. Let's bring the palms together, fingertips to touch. And as you exhale, we're just going to draw that thumb to the heart. We're going to tuck the chin towards the chest. Revisit your intention one more time. And then release your hands. And let's get started on this yin sequence so we can focus on strengthening the core. Our first shape is going to be balasana. And I think I'm gonna face this side for a change. My main reason is that's where my clock is, and this way I can keep an eye on things for the time. There's a method to my madness. We're gonna take that bolster to the top of the mat. Drawing the knees on the outer sides of the bolster, the knees touching the outside. We're going to exhale as we lower our hips towards our heels. Great place for your blanket is placing it between your heels and your hips if you need a little extra cushioning there. Perfectly fine. Placing your palms on either side of the bolster. And always leading with the heart as we elongate the spine. Take an inhale to prepare. And as you exhale, leading with your heart and chest, we're going to lower and surrender to our prop. You may need to push it in just a little closer. And then you can turn your head, touch down on your right ear. We will make this either a 4 or a 5 minute hold, and in the middle I will have you turn your head to the other side. So we'll split it in half. Think about contracting in your lower abs here while you're lying. As we work to just send some TLC and love to the core, and it's going to be front core and back core. Core isn't always just in your abs and your tummy. We've also got to protect the back of the body, the back core, the lower back, the spine, the sacrum. With your exhales, allow that belly to settle between the thighs as you surrender to your shape. Keeping your mind open for signs, sensations, and messages that may come to you during your time in this shape. Focusing on the breath, allowing your exhales to help you settle just a little deeper into your shape.
We've reached the halfway mark. Take an inhale as you gently lift your head, and as you exhale, turning the head towards the left, touching down, towards the right, touching down on your left ear. Take a moment or a breath to surrender to your bolster, to your shape. If your mind decides it wants to wander, which is perfectly normal, we are all human, just use your breath to bring you back to exactly where you need to be. Take an inhale through the nose and sigh it out of the mouth. Gently draw the palms towards your knees, drawing your head over the bolster, and then using as little effort as possible, pushing yourself up nice and easy. Head and neck come up last. We're going to move the bolster off to the side and save that for other shapes. And we will take our we're going to take our moment of stillness on our belly. We'll be here about maybe 20-25 seconds. So making your way down onto your belly, drawing those palms together, elbows out, coming into your crocodile pose. Big toes together, heels out, and allow that forehead to touch down as we find complete stillness after our time in that shape. Take an inhale through the nose and sigh it out of the mouth. Gently lifting your head. We're going to draw the forearms to the mat, palms on the mat, grounding in. We're going to bend the knees. We're going to windshield wiper the knees left to right, right to left as our little splash of organic movement, our touch of yang. And this will actually lead us right into our next shape, which is going to be a Sphinx pose. So as you exhale, we're going to lower the feet behind us, unfurl, flatten the tops of the feet. Options for your comfort. You can take your blanket and fold it to place your arms over it if you'd like. And then take a block if you'd like to touch your forehead down. We'll be in this shape for about 3 minutes. So I want to make sure you find yourself nice and comfortable as we work on the back core. This is when we're going to take a little U-turn here, get away from the front, and work on the back core. So if you'd like to do your forehead, just gently touch down if you'd like. If you'd like to stay up, you sure can as well. Using the muscles in the lower back, leading with the heart as you come up. And again, yogi's choice, if your sphinx needs a little rest. Sometimes our sphinxes need a little rest. So feel free to drop the head. Again, we're here about 3 minutes. Focusing the energy on the lower back, spine, and sacrum. And when we get near the end, I'll give you the option for seal, where you can turn your hands out, fingers facing the corners, and then you can engage the elbows and lift up. But I'll let you know when we will take that option. And again, yogi's choice. Directing your energy and breath to that lower back. Embracing the gentle back bend here. Keeping your mind open for signs, sensations, and messages, allowing yourself to be your own witness. Using the breath through any uncomfortable times, any discomfort you might feel. Allow the breath to take you through. If you'd like to transition to seal here, turn your palms out so that your fingers are in the corners of the top of your mat. And then gently engaging your elbows, lifting your body up for a nice seal stretch here, which is wonderful. This is how we intensify and really engage that lower back, creating more of that wonderful back bend. Breathing in and out of the nose. If you took the seal option, gently lower back through your Sphinx pose. I'm going to move the block off to the side. Take an inhale through the nose and sigh it out of the mouth. You can gently remove the blanket from under you if you took that option. And we're going to take that 1 minute of stillness on the back. On the belly. Big toes together, or you could keep your feet unfurled if you'd like. Forehead onto your stacked palms, elbows out. As we take that moment of complete stillness so we can marinate and meditate on our time in that shape. Take an inhale through the nose and sigh it out of the mouth. Gently lifting the head. We're going to draw the palms underneath of the shoulders and gently push yourself up into your tabletop. Walking the knees forward, drawing the wrist underneath the shoulders, and drawing the knees underneath of your hips. We'll take a few rounds of cat-cow here for our organic movement. So as you inhale, let's lower the navel towards the mat. The tailbone lifts, the back arches, the eye gaze looks up. And then exhaling up into your cat lift, rounding the back, drawing that navel towards the spine, chin towards the chest. And then using your own breath, your own speed, take a few rounds of cat-cow on your own. Just allowing that organic movement to help us move to the next shape, which is going to be dragon pose. So we're going to pause in the center. Now to set up dragon pose, and I played around with this, so I'm going to suggest a folded blanket for your legs. And I have it set up that we can do this over your bolster. So be patient with me on this. So we're going to take your bolster, and we're going to stick a block on the end because that's where our hips are going to go. Take another block for your hand on the other side. I have the folded blanket here so that your knee has a place to go where it's comfortable. I'm going to lift up my bolster so you can see. And we'll take our time getting into this. So we're going to take that left leg forward in front of the bolster. Sending your bolster long ways, the same shape. Your block the same way as your bolster. You're going to gently extend that right leg, and that's the beauty of the folded blanket. And your hip, your glute here is going to gently touch down on the block, helping you come in and be comfortable in your dragon pose. Your other block can be over here for your right hand. If you'd like to be here, I'd like us to be here about maybe 2 minutes aside. You could also draw both palms up on your left knee. So finding where you're comfortable. This is great for the hip flexors as well. We're going to draw the belly in here as we do dragon pose, just a little different than we've done it. Sending the breath to the left glute, to the left hip, making sure the knee tracks over the heel. We don't want to overextend. And at any time, you can draw your palms up on your right thigh if you'd like. Just getting a beautiful stretch down your thighs as well. Constricting the abs, feeling the strengthening in the core. Take an inhale through the nose and sigh it out of the mouth. You can move the block forward if you took that option. Placing your one hand, your left hand, right hand on the mat and just gently draw your hips back. You can move your left leg over to the side, bringing it in because we're going to flip this and do it on the other side. So keeping your setup. So now we'll bring the blanket over to the left side. Make any adjustments if you think you might need it back a little further. We're going to send our bolster and block over to the right. Setting up for our dragon pose on the other side. Setting up your block here in case you need it. And just gently draw that right foot in front of your bolster. Extending that left leg, releasing that hip flexor, and then just allowing that glute to gently touch down onto the block. You might notice this side may feel a little different. Take your time here, finding your edge here, finding what works, making sure the knee doesn't go past the heel. Unfurling, flattening the back foot. I think this looks pretty good from what I can see. And we're doing these for about 2 minutes. I think 2 minutes is a good time for this. Eye gaze is forward. Draw that belly in. Focus on constricting the abs. Building that beautiful core strength. And again, if you'd like, you can cross your palms on the right thigh, just above the kneecap, if that feels right. You can keep your left palm on the block. Many ways to handle our dragon pose. Sending the breath to the left hip, right hip. I'm getting all backwards. Take an inhale through the nose and sigh it out of the mouth. We're going to gently release. You can release your right palm to your bolster, your left palm to your block. That will help you push up so you can lift your glutes off of your props. We're going to move them off to the side, releasing your right knee down. We're going to take our moment of stillness on our back for the next shape. So let's move our props off to the side. I'm going to move my blanket. Don't want to trip over it. Move my blocks. Let's make our way on our back here. Releasing down nice and easy. Contracting the abs here. Get a little core work right there. Extend those legs long. This should feel very good. Arms to your side. Palms can be up now as we are shooting for that receiving mode to receive the divine energy. And let's find our total stillness. Take an inhale through the nose and sigh it out of the mouth. Gently draw those knees into the chest. Let's wrap the arms below the kneecap around the shins. And our organic movement, we're going to just gently rock side to side, sending love to that lower back, sacrum and spine, that back core that we've been working on.
And then pausing in the center. And we're going to make our way up to seated as we set up our Navasana, our boat pose, with a lot of help. So you can either rock and roll up, if you want to use your forearms and palms to push yourself up, perfectly fine.
The first step we're going to do for the boat pose, and I have us in this for about 2 minutes, which I really think we can do this. So I want to set up our bolster so we have a base for the back. Taking your strap, you want to take the strap, gotta think here. Gotta have a seat in the strap, because we're gonna bring the strap underneath our thighs. It keeps sitting on the strap. And then we want to bring that strap up to about the mid back, like where your bra line would be. So we're going to bring our glutes back towards the bolster. Your blocks, we're going to set up near where your feet are, just in case you need to touch down. I want you to have a place to touch down. So let's set up. You can put your heels on your blocks, setting up your strap to hold you. It's kind of like you're in like a little hammock here. And the way you do these straps, when you loop it through the buckle, you can actually draw it tighter so you can get the exact space that you want. So if you'd like to take this without your feet, we'll be here 2 minutes. I'm just looking at the clock now. So if you'd like, just gently lift your legs. Arms can be out. You can keep your fingertips touching down. And this is boat pose Navasana, is a wonderful, wonderful asana for working the core and working the abs. Know that you have your blocks here that you can touch down onto your heels if needed. Maybe play with your arms a little bit, drawing your arms out. If you can, point the toes. Knowing at any time you can release your fingers, release your heels. You could even touch down one at a time if you'd like, taking turns in between. And if by chance you didn't have a strap, you would have done this without the strap with the help of the blocks on your feet. I had your back just in case. Almost done. Take an inhale through the nose and sigh it out of the mouth. Gently touching the heels on the block. You can lower that strap if you had one. Once it releases from your back, it's very easy to come out of. And we will not be needing this strap anymore. So I thought that was a kind of a fun, interesting way to do our boat pose. We're going to take our rebound on the back. So moving your blocks out of the way, moving your bolster off to the side, making your way onto your back. Just taking that moment of stillness. Take an inhale through the nose and sigh it out of the mouth. going to draw the knees facing the ceiling, soles of the feet touch down. We're going to heel toe the feet out to mat width apart. And just allow your knees to windshield wiper left to right, right to left. And then return the soles of the feet hip width apart. We're going to take a supine pigeon here. So as you inhale, we're just going to lift the right leg. We're going to place the right ankle over top of the left thigh. And then you can thread your arms. So we're going to lift that leg. This is where we're going to feel the feelings on the core here, lowering your head. Gently draw that right knee away from the body. Flex the right toes towards the right knee. Just taking an eye on the time. We'll only be here about 2 minutes. So we're working hips and core here. Draw the belly in. If at any time this is too much, you can touch down with your left sole of the foot and take this supine. Sending the breath to the right hip. Not only are we working to help the core, but we're also working our other body parts as well. Breathing gently in and out of the nose. Take an inhale through the nose and sigh it out of the mouth. Gently, as you unthread the arms, allowing the sole of the left foot to touch down, returning the sole of the right foot to the mat, recenter, readjust your lower back for a moment, and we'll set up the other side. So as you inhale, we're going to lift the left foot, and as you exhale, we're going to place that left ankle at the top of your right thigh, just above the kneecap. We're going to take those arms, we're going to thread them around the right leg, underneath the thigh, drawing your knee in towards your body. Gently sending that left knee away from the body to get a little more stretch, flexing those left toes towards the left knee. That helps protect your knee. And we got 2 minutes here. And I'm saving the fun one for last, our restorative total frog. I'm very excited about that. And it's not as bad as you think, I promise. Breathing gently in and out of the nose. Your exhales always help you surrender a little deeper to your shape. Take an inhale through the nose and sigh it out of the mouth.
Gently releasing the bind of your arms, allowing the sole of the right foot to touch down. The left sole of the foot follows. We're going to extend those legs long. This will be our final moment of silence, because after our next shape, we will set up for our final Shavasana. So take this time to find complete stillness, meditating on your time in that shape. Take an inhale through the nose and sigh it out of the mouth. As you exhale, draw the knees into the chest. We're going to make our way up to seated. We're going to take our organic movement from tabletop. So let's transition to tabletop. Bringing the glutes back, cross the legs behind, planting your palms on the mat, wrist under shoulders, knees under hips, and we're just going to engage in a few hip circles here. I think that will help us get into our full thing of frog. So as you exhale, you can either go counter or clockwise. Take yourself around about 3 times, just getting a few more hip circles. I always save anything for the hip last. Pausing in the center, and then as you exhale, reversing your circles, imagining you're hitting all 4 corners of your mat. Pausing in the center. Then you can walk your knees back, come into a quick hero's pose if you'd like, as we set up for frog in the full expression. So we're going to set our bolster up in about the middle. And you're going to set a block up here for your head. For your frog, we're going to bring the body over the bolster. We want the entire body on, because you want your glutes to touch down at the end of the bolster. As a matter of fact, I'm going to set my bolster back just a little further so I have some room. You're going to draw your feet out like little flippers. Your knee will be lined up with your heel. And your glutes is actually touching down on your bolster. That's where you get the magic and the help. You can place a blanket over your block. That helps for your head. So arms on either side. And then gently just allow your forehead to surrender to your block with that blanket on it. And that really does help. And now you are in a really restorative yin version of frog. Focusing on your core, drawing the belly in. You're getting an awesome hip opener here. You can gently slide the arms forward if you'd like, finding your sweet spot for your arms. Just allow yourself total surrender in this restorative frog shape. This is not an easy shape to do without all the props. But yoga tools make it so we can get in so many spaces that we never thought that we could. Nice and easy, breathing gentle. Making any adjustments with your legs that you need. If you need to come up a little bit further on the bolster, you can.
Just finding total surrender. The hips are where we keep all of those emotions. And a lot of things get tied up in there. Yogi junk, we'll call it. And this is your way to totally release and just let everything go. We'll be here about 1 more minute. Knowing at any time if it's too much, you can gently come out of the shape. Always very mindfully and always very carefully. Take an inhale through the nose and sigh it out of the mouth. Gently draw your palms closer to your knees. Gently push off of your mat to bring you up very carefully. Turning your feet inward so they're unfurled. And then you can come onto your knees. You can slide that bolster back through your legs behind you. And now it's time to make your way onto your back for your final Shavasana. And I did find some words and a nice little meditation for your time here, focusing on the core. So take the next few breaths to find your space. Maybe lying on your back, putting a bolster under your knees, pillow under your head, or one of your eye masks, eye pillow, washcloth, anything that you might have. Cover yourself with your blanket. So many ways to do your final rest. And just make your way, using your breath to help you settle to your space. And this is just a nice little meditation for strengthening your inner core. Notice how your body feels and begin to breathe deeply, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Imagine roots growing from the soles of your feet, firmly anchoring you to the earth below. Feel the earth's energy rise up through your legs, filling your hips and torso. Imagine a radiant, luminous center within your body, in your lower abdomen. This is your inner core, your source of strength and resilience. With each inhale, visualize the inner core growing brighter and stronger, expanding and filling with a powerful grounded energy. With each exhale, release any tension or stress, allowing it to flow away. As you breathe, visualize your inner core radiating a sense of strength and confidence. Imagine this energy flowing outwards, filling your entire body with stability and assurance. Continue breathing deeply and visualizing the inner core, allowing it to become more and more vibrant and powerful. Feel the energy of your inner core supporting you in all aspects of your life. And I will bring you back momentarily.
Start taking gentle inhales and exhales as we start the reawakening process, very carefully and very mindfully. Start bringing movement into your fingers and your toes, rotating wrists and ankles, countering clock to always remain in the balance. And if you'd like, feel free to inhale your arms up over your head, pointing your fingers, pointing your toes, like you're doing that first stretch each and every morning. And then exhaling your knees into your chest, wrapping lovingly below the knees, rocking gently side to side, massaging that sacrum and spine. On an exhale, you can roll to your right, or if you prefer the left, that's perfectly fine. Coming to that fetal position with your ear resting on your bicep, your built-in pillow. Taking in one last sip of relaxation by inhaling through the nose and sighing out of the mouth, that which no longer serves you. Taking your top arm, pushing off the earth, bringing yourself to your seated Sukhasana, your easy seat. My beautiful yogis, it's been an honor and a pleasure to be your guide this evening. The light in me will always honor the light in each and every one of you. Together as a collective, we say, Namaste, and honor your practice each and every day.